Dave Johnson. I'm the director at Oceanside, Malibu. We're a residential treatment center here on the beach in Malibu, California. People get the mistaken identity that we're just a spa or resort, but really a small 6-bed facility called a family center model. So we work on the family systems. We're not a shame and rebellion-based system, so we do everything we can to get rid of guilt, get you to stop beating yourself up, and get the family to look at the dynamics that you're in pain. Society looks at addiction as a character or moral-based issue. The problem with that is it has nothing to do with people become addicted for a variety of reasons. The three main components are your genetic predisposition, or how light the trigger is. Second is how big is the hole in your chest. If you think of your addiction as a giant band-aid to mask a pain or feeling or experience, then you might have a better understanding. The problem is, like any band-aid that's been left on too long, is after a while it gets dirty and filled with old dried blood and starts having these little green hairs grow out the side and become septic. And so it's getting people to realize that, acknowledge that, hey, it may have saved your life, but now we've got to replace that with something more productive because you've already survived that trauma. We don't need to keep reintegrating that over and over again. We need to recognize that it got you here. It bought time for better information or support to reach you, and now we have to heal and move on from it. Otherwise, you're never going to get your life back. Now, SAMHSA is currently putting out that there'll be about 147 million opiate addicts or dependent people in America in the next 5 to 10 years. That's 1/4 of the population. That has nothing to do with anyone's genetic predisposition. It's to do with a number of factors, and people don't have the tools now to deal with the emotional stress we live with. So when people come to Oceanside, we try and create a family-like environment. We laughingly joke, we call it the Brady Bunch Done Terribly, Terribly Wrong approach, where people are allowed to heal and feel safe enough to heal. And in doing that, we try and break down that shame and guilt and get rid of it because it doesn't serve any purpose. So when we look at all those things and we start educating people about how many millions and millions of dollars we spend convincing them that addiction is a choice, then we allow opportunity for healing to come in. So our job is to take people where they come in and move them along the line as far as possible in the time that we have. But truly to teach them that they're human beings and they have worth. I try and explain to people all the time that addicts and alcoholics who come in, if they nail their recovery, they don't really catch up to their peer group. They actually surpass them over time. When you really understand addiction, or you come to a place like this to heal, that's what we teach you. Hopefully you'll give us a shot.